Hey guys, it's Brandon again. So recently I had a speaking engagement, a very small speaking engagement, and I was basically talking about life management. And when I was finished, this young lady came up to me and she was like, after hearing your journey and everything that you have done, I feel like I'm on the right track. And I was like, that's great, that's amazing. And she basically said to me, I have an 810 credit score, so financially I feel like I'm good. And I stopped and I thought to myself, and then I said to her, I was like, you know what? Your credit score is not an indication of how well you're doing financially. All it is an indication of how well you're managing your debt. So, guys, if you're stopping by to this channel for the first time, I'm going to ask you to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you. Now, many people, and she's not the first of many people that have said this to me, but many people have the misconception that your credit score dictates how well you're doing in your financial life, and that is one of the biggest myths ever. And it's not your fault, because we're in a society where we're taught about living on credit cards and borrowing. And most of us don't understand what a high credit score is for. A high credit score is basically saying that you manage your debts well and you qualify for the lowest interest rates possible. The lower your credit score is, the more interest you have to pay on the debts that you borrow. So, for example, say that you borrow $1,000 from the bank, but you have a 600 credit score. And these numbers are just hypothetical. But say you have a 600 credit score. Now, that 600 credit score will put that $1,000 loan at probably 20%. So you might have to pay back $200 on that $1,000 loan. Whereas if you have a 750 to an 850 credit score, you may only pay back 5% on that $1,000, which is about what, $50. So all a high credit score does, it sets you up for the lowest interest rates possible. What we should start thinking about when it comes on to credit score and debt, and don't get me wrong, I personally believe in having a high credit score, especially as an investor investing in real estate. Having a high credit score, it's very good. You get some of the lowest interest rates possible. So anyone who is managing their debt correctly and building that high credit score, congratulations, but do not have the mindset that that's all there is to it. You still have your 401k, your business to build, your savings, your cash flow investments, everything of that nature. But what I suggest that we should be focused on more is our debt to income ratio. Now, what that means is this: are your debts very minimal to your income? So again, I use another example. Say that you have $10,000 in debt, but your that payment on that $10,000 is $500 a month, right? What if you're only making $600 a month? $500 of that now has to take care of that debt. So you're left with $100. $100 in the big scope of things cannot do anything. You cannot survive off of that. And it gets bigger and bigger. What if you're in $100,000 worth of debt, but you're only making, and your debt payments on that $100,000 is $1,000 a month, but you're making $1,500 a month. Now $1,000 is going to that debt, $500 is left for yourself. What can you do at $500 to really live a decent life? Nothing much. So that's something that we should give more attention to, is increasing our income skill. Because most people in reality do not have a debt problem. What they have is an income problem. So some people may look at a $10,000 debt and they're like, oh my God, my life is over. But if you have a high enough income and you're able to make those payments, you wouldn't be affected by that. So understand how to increase your income, whether it's climbing the corporate ladder, whether it's building a business, whether it's investing in the stock market, investing in real estate, things of that nature. Develop a high income skill so that your income ratio to your debts can be much higher. Because I personally know people who have hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of debt, but the bank would lend them money anytime they ask for it because their income ratio is so high. So the higher your income, the more money you can also have access to. So again, guys, that's all I wanted to say today. Your credit score is not the main factor for how well you're doing financially. Having a much better income in comparison to your debts is much, much more feasible. So guys, if you like this content, I'm going to ask you to like, share, and subscribe. And thank you for being a part of this journey. Take care. Bye-bye.